So it looks like the Detroit Red Wings are going to be number one front runners to getting Dylan Cozens in a potential blockbuster deal. This is really, really interesting. It's funny. I actually did a video not that long ago. I got a little bit of hate on it. I mentioned Larkin's name as a possible suitor. And man, the amount of people that are attached to their bad teams without making changes is unbelievable to me. I don't know. Maybe people really like Larkin. I think he's a pretty good player, but anyways, it definitely looks like the Red Wings are front runners to getting Cozens. So the topic of the video is Elliotte Friedman touching on this in his 32 Thoughts podcast. And he essentially mentioned that the Detroit Red Wings and the Buffalo Sabres were extremely close to a deal before the holiday break. Now, he did mention that he doesn't know where they are right now, but they were very, very close before the break. Like, as a lot of teams probably might have gotten close. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we know that these two teams have been talking for quite a while now. I mean, again, this is significant for both teams because the Buffalo Sabres, I mean, they desperately need a shakeup. They do. The Red Wings have been a bit of a disappointment, in my opinion, this season. I truly did think that they were going to take the step. I know some people pushed back to me on that. I thought that they were going to be better. Maybe not playoff team, but just better than this. Playoffs, no offense to Sabres, this team is just always missing the playoffs. I mean, I don't really expect anything from the Sabres. This is why they need a shakeup. They need to shake something up in this organization big time. Maybe it's management, maybe it's the coach, players, whoever it is, but somebody's got to go. Now, when it comes to Dylan Cozens' value, it's a little bit up and down, right? You have to remember he has about 5 years remaining at 7.1 million AAV. And at what he's producing right now, he's not worth 7 million. There's just no doubt about that. In 22-23, he had a career high 68 points. Now, he is struggling this season, obviously. I mean, the entire Sabres are. But again, like I said in my last video, you can't really judge a player for, I mean, he's playing in the Sabres, right? So if he played on a much better team, it's very, very, very possible that he can get reinvigorated. A career high 68 points. I mean, is it really that impossible that he could get back to that playing on a line of maybe better players? I don't think that's impossible by any means. So I understand what the Red Wings are thinking here. Now, I want to be fair to the Red Wings right now. They are actually currently on a 6-game win streak, so I was just really disappointed with the way that they started the season. I thought they were going to be much better. It's weird, though. Montreal and the Red Wings have been really hot, like, as of late, but to me, they've still been a disappointment because I thought that both of them were going to be more consistent, even if they've been hot lately. Again, to be a good team, you need to be a consistent team, so that's why I'm still disappointed in the Red Wings, but hey, credit where credit's due. They're on a 6-game win streak, right? They have some depth with Kopp and Velino, Comfer, and they obviously need some more center. So you have Larkin. So let's say they want to keep Larkin. I mean, I don't know how Buffalo is going to recoup a centerman. They need to recoup a centerman. So again, that would give them a lot more depth at center. Let's just say they kept Larkin, for example, right? I do think that Dylan Cozens is a pretty natural fit as a second-line center if he can get back to where he was before, right? Like if he's consistent, let's say if he's a consistent 55, 60-point center, I really do believe that he can be a perfect fit for the Red Wings there and help them continue. And maybe the Red Wings will get hot and make the playoffs. Maybe they'll get in a wild card slot or something. You never know. So here's the thing. He's only 23 years old, right? He's only 23. This is why I understand what teams are thinking, and I understand from the prospect that all teams are desperate for centers. So if you have a center that's locked into a certain AAV, he has a high level of potential in general, he is top 6-ish type center. I mean, I know he's not producing on that right now. Going into his prime, I certainly do understand why teams are interested in this player. Well, Elliotte Friedman described it as the vultures are circling around Dylan Cozens and the Buffalo Sabres right now. Now, what could the Detroit Red Wings actually give up? They have all of their first-round selections, so obviously the Buffalo Sabres are going to be looking at that. Could they give up a Marco Kasper? something like a Sebastian Cossa, and then obviously maybe a veteran player to add in there, something like that. I mean, the Red Wings are going to have to give up a serious prospect. I mean, I understand their first round selection is still, if they don't make the playoffs, is still going to be a pretty good one this year, right? The fact that Cozens is a center does mean that they're going to command a lot for Dylan Cozens. Like, I'm telling you right now, to get a center that has top 6 potential locked in on a deal, even if you believe that he's getting overpaid, teams are going to have to give up a lot for that. I'm telling you right now, teams are going to have to give up a lot for that. I've been harping on this since I created this channel, which is not that long, 4 or 5 months I've been starting this channel. I've been saying that I'm telling you centers are going to get paid. Look at what Chandler Stevenson got. This next July 1st, I'm going to be making videos on July 1st. Your guys' jaws are going to hit the ground for what some of these guys are getting paid. That's how desperate teams are for centers. Honestly, what the Sabres are looking in return here, they're looking for a similar player, but they're looking for change. They're looking to shake up their roster. You know what I mean? I mean, it just is what it is. You just got to make changes. You can't just lose forever, right? Now, this obviously this might not happen though, right? Because he's an important player. There is a reason to not give him up as well. Like, it's a little bit nerve-wracking to give up a player like that too, because what if he returns back to his 65, 70-point self? He's a centerman, So it's something that possibly might not happen. But let's remember, from this report, Elliotte Friedman said that they are, quote, very, very, very close to trading it before the holiday break. So I want to know what you guys think about this potential blockbuster, about the Red Wings possibly acquiring Dylan Cozens. Let me know in the comments below. If you could make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated, guys. And make sure to have a great day. Goodbye, guys.